So today I thought we would play around with wash, with a watercolor wash, and then do some Inktense on the jelly plate on top. So we are working with the Derwent Line and Wash set. This is a fun set because it comes with a mix of pastel colors, Inktense, and Graphy tint paints. I'll put the color chart up here so you can see which ones are which. I don't actually have them all memorized, but you can see it's a very loved palette that I use quite a bit. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing we do is spray down the paper a little bit, the light mist. Get out our watercolor brush. I think I want to start with this color here, which I believe is also an Inktense. This is the Payne's Gray, which you guys know I love that color. I'm going to start off with a very light wash of it here on top. So I probably should be using a bigger brush. Get our wash kind of running down the page a little bit. Just something pretty light. Let's come in with the color shaper a little bit. I'm gonna maybe take some of that away. I don't like how that's washing through there. Let that sort of run down the page. So the next color I'm going to use is this brown color here, and this is also an Inktense color. I'm just going to kind of bring it through. Looks a little red to me. Come in with the color shaper. I'll take some of this water off. I got a little too much water. Let's come back into and make some marks through here. Let's come in with our stylus. Make some marks through here too. I really like the way the stylus makes marks here on the plate or on the paper. Okay, so I want to do a little bit of dry brush through here. So I like the look. I was looking, you guys may have seen my post about Andrew Wyatt. One of the things that he does really well is this sort of dry brush technique. And when you're doing that, you just sort of take the paint with a damp brush and then just sort of wipe it off. Ooh, that's really red. Why is it so red? I don't want to do too much because I want to definitely add some marks with the Inktense through here. I think my paper is just a little wet on the side. I kind of like how this green is merging with this red here, though. It's a little different. Maybe some up here. Okay. I'm going to come back in and add some more marks through here. I sort of like these marks through here. Okay, let's let this dry and we'll see what we get. I think I want to add just a little bit of this blue. Just coming through here a little bit. Just to kind of bring it through. So there's just a little bit of this gray coming through here. So I've mixed up a little bit of a sort of brown ochre color using this piece in the sun yellow. I'm just going to bring it through. I think I just want it to come right through here a little bit, maybe down here. Let's get out the color shaper and kind of make some marks through here. This is a fun set. It makes some really good colors. I'll see if I can find the video that I made just watching these. I believe I made one. But I really like using the color shaper with the watercolor. I think it adds just a lot of fun marks that you can't necessarily get with a brush. I've really been grooving on it lately. Okay, I think we're about ready to do some jelly printing. Wait, oh, I really like that line. I kind of want to bring it, well, actually, I want some more of this up here. Just maybe a little bit bolder mark. And maybe some more lines. Okay, let's let this dry and we'll take a look at the jelly plate. So I'm thinking I want to bring it just in this area. So we're not going to need a lot. I'm going to try to restrain myself. Remember when you're making your marks on your jelly plate that you're going to be flipping it over. So we're going to, I kind of want it to be more, I'm going to try to push this out here so we can see more on this side. And I'm not going to do it as thick as I did the last time, I don't think. Because last time was more about experimenting and trying to figure out like how they work. But now that we have that down, we can be a little bit more selective with our use here. I'm going to use the side a little bit. Also got this color, which is sort of a, it's sort of the, what is that, the walnut, something like that. Okay. And maybe you might want to start slow and maybe do this twice. What I don't want to happen is it to be all Inktense. Like, I don't want it to be just about that. I want it to be kind of a mix of both. Let's take our, this is the leaf green. We do have some greens going in there, and I kind of want to play at those a little bit. Remember, when you're using pencils on the jelly plate, you want to make sure that you're using the end on its side. I mean, not pointed down, because you will plop through your plate pretty quickly. We don't want that to happen. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there. I'm going to let this dry, and then we'll put it on the jelly, on the paper. So who else loves peeling off the paint off your brayer? It's like the most satisfying thing ever. Okay, let's grab our matte medium here. A fairly good amount. Don't want to do it too much. And I'm just going to brayer this lightly out. Now, I don't know how this is going to work with the watercolor paper. We are using the Meeden cold press paper, so it should be pretty good. I'm going to wipe some of this off, though. You don't want to let it dry. You want to just go ahead and print it. But I want some of this. I don't want this matte medium over everything. I'm going to try to get as close as I can here without messing up what I did. That's probably as good as it's going to get. Okay. Got our paper there. I do have a piece of plastic here on my gel plate. I might have made too much. I don't know. Well, we're going to try it and see. I kind of want it at an angle like that. I hope this works. And the reason I have the piece of plastic is, one, so I can see through, and two, so I can use my Baron over the back, and it glides easier. If you try using the Baron on the jelly plate, it's not really going to work. Okay, let me see here. think that's good. All of it didn't come up. We still have a little bit here. But I really love those marks. I might have gotten too much matte medium on there. But I think that's really good. I really like that. I think it works for me. I like some texture that we got going on in there. I mean, we could even come back in. Oh, it's pretty dry already. I was thinking I could come back in and put lines in it, but what to do next? Okay, so I don't think I'm going to add any more Inktense marks. Note that once the Inktense is dry, it doesn't lift. It's one of the beautiful things about it. I want to add in a little bit of this color here. This is called Port. This is a Graphy Tint color that comes in their pencils and pan set. And I just kind of want to bring just a little bit of it through here. It's that lovely purpley color that I've been grooving on lately. I was going to add some more marks with the jelly plate, but then I thought better of it. Because I don't want that to be the main I want it to look blended in. Like, I want there to be a little bit of curiosity about how the marks were made. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be, oh, those are Inktense marks. You know what I mean? I don't know if that made sense. I think it made sense. Ooh, but this color is really fabulous. It's perfect. I love it. Okay, do we want to put, I'm going to put like a little bit, just a little bit coming through here, maybe. To kind of, maybe we need a little dry brush action. Do that through here. It's feeling very, I don't know, almost like I remember when I was in Scotland, those beautiful, beautiful vistas in Scotland with the dark greens and the sort of oranges and purples and heather, and it's just so beautiful. Okay, I want to add a little bit of Caran d'Ache orangish yellow. So I think the Caran d'Ache are going to work pretty well over top of this. Oh, I like that. Just a little pop of yellow in some spots to kind of just give some interest, some visual interest maybe. I'm not going to say too much because you know I love my Caran d'Ache marks. What about a little bit of this golden ochre? Just a little bit of that too, maybe. Oh, I think that's too dark. I think that's too dark. Okay, this is the Baked Earth from Inktense. I just kind of want to bring some of this sort of brown tone over here. I'm just going to lightly make some marks. We already put marks down with the embossing tool. So really we just have to glide kind of over it a little bit to get some pretty cool marks, I think. Of course, we're going to add some black marks at some point. Sort of like more sketchy. More sketchy tones. Oh, I know what it needs. I just had a thought. I just had a thought. Okay, so what we could do also, let's do this. Let's get a little bit of water. What happens, I'm gonna wet this down just a little bit. And I'm gonna bring in probably this brown color, bark. It's got a little bit of red in it. And we're just gonna do our pencil shavings here to create a bit more texture through here. I think that'll work. I just wanted a bit more texture, and you can kind of see, like, I wonder if I should spritz that a little bit. Just to give us just a little more depth. Does it need to come? It might need to come this way just a little bit. You could also use, for this technique, you could use sandpaper. But I find it works easier with the strainer because you're getting all of the pigment. It's not getting stuck on the sandpaper. I'm really drawn toward this color, this fuchsia, but I don't know where I'd put it. So I'm going to put it down. Okay, I mixed up a little bit more of this sort of ochre color. I'm just going to bring it down here because I kind of just want to leave that white. But I think this part down here needed to be filled in. This is sort of random. It didn't really make any sense to me. So we'll just fill it in. Maybe add some marks with our tool, if we can find it. It's right here. Just to give a bit of visual interest through here. Do I want any of that color anywhere else? Maybe a little bit through here. I really like that color. It's got a little bit of pop to it with that lemon yellow or that sun yellow. And it just gives it a little bit more vibrancy than traditional yellow ochre. Do we have enough marks? I don't know. We need some. I'm going to bring this through here a little bit. Again, you can see where we've made the marks with the embossing tool, which I love. I love that those marks are showing up. Oh, I might just have to go a little further with this, because you can really see it now with the little bit of that yellow showing through. Ooh, that's really fun. Happy accident, right? I'm going to remember that. That's really cool through there. Love it. Okay. Okay, rather than doing our Caran d'Ache marks, I'm just going to come in with this Pitt Pastel Black and just make some marks through here. I don't think it needs as much black as I normally would put in. I might do a bit of a line coming through here, just because I like a line there. No other reason. But I'm not feeling our bold black marks. Okay. I think, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to add a little bit of this Inktense green, the leaf green, just in here a little bit. Okay, I'm going to stop there, I think. I feel like it might be done. Let's look at it with the mat. Okay, here's what it looks like with the mat. I like it. I like it. I like the watercolor wash that we did for the sky. Is really simple, but it's got some things going on there. Love the wash coming down, and I love the Inktense marks over top. They're not as crisp, maybe, as I thought they might turn out, but I think that's because of the watercolor. I might have added too much matte medium as well. But I still like it. I think it's a really good combination and a good way to put marks down in a different way. Love these little scratchy bits through here with the embossing tool. Of course, these are really fun splatter marks with the shavings of the Inktense. I just think it has some really good textures, has some really good feeling. Feels very autumnal to me. Like I said earlier, it feels like Scotland. It feels like roaming hills and fall and all that goodness. I like it. I like the colors of the orange and the purple and the green together with just a little bit of that blue. Overall, very happy with it. I'm glad I didn't add more marks because I've been thinking a lot about not overdoing my pieces because it's been brought up before and I am a maximalist. I will admit it. But we're going to stop here today. If I want to add more to it later, I can do that. But I think it's perfect the way it is. Okay. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Let me know your comments, what you guys think about this piece. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in a few days with another video. Thanks so much. Bye.